Welcome to Natural Mystical Spirit. My name is John Anthony, and today we're filming from the yoga studio where I teach at, Body Breathe, or Bodhi Breathe, B-O-D-H-I, in Somerville, New Jersey. My classes are Tuesday and Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m. or Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. So if you're local to Somerville or you're visiting the area, come check it out, come take a class. Vinyasa flow style will kind of flow through the poses and breathe. But that's not what our video is about today. We'll talk about that some other time. Today, we are talking about the sun sign, the moon sign, and a rising sign. So each of us as individuals, though there may be a group of us that are all Leos or all Virgos or whatever your sun sign is, there's a lot of differences, a lot of individual presentations that make you an individual. Not only stuff that you've experienced in life, but also that moment that you were born. If you could take a snapshot of the heavens above you, what planets and stars were pulling and pushing from what positions, that's what makes up your natal chart. Now, I'm going to give you a link below that you can find out what your natal chart is, so you can kind of understand a little better about yourself and the moment that you were born. So, for example, myself, I was born in Berlin, Germany at 8:21 p.m. on 8/21. So I would type that into the natal chart and it would say, okay, Tony, your sun sign, you are a Leo, and your moon sign, you are an Aries. So what that means is that the moon was in that position, was in the house of Aries, if you will, at the moment of my birth. So how does that affect me? My moon sign, or anyone's moon sign, is how your emotional body reacts and responds. So my emotional body is an Aries style body. Aries are also a fire sign like Leo, though it's more like a springtime fire, where it is burning with intention and direction, and it's a go get 'em, creative, I'll figure it out, I'll make it work kind of deal. Whereas the Leo fire is more, it's big and broad and bright, but it's more like, you could come to me, come around me, I'll be the center. Whereas the Aries fire is more like fire with intention and motion, it's going to get it, make stuff happen. Anyway, so the moon sign is your emotional body. So my emotional body represents that of an Aries. So third, the rising sign. Now what's really cool is if you were able to go back in time to the moment that you were born and you looked to the eastern horizon, the constellation that was rising, your rising sign, at that very moment is your rising sign. So again, for me, it was Aries. So yes, I'm a triple fire, Leo, Aries, Aries. So at that moment, the Aries constellation was rising, and the rising sign, what that represents in an individual is how you allow others to perceive yourself, how you react and respond to others. So in this case, how I interact with others is that of an Aries style person. Now, once you find out what your natal chart is, that's all great and good and wonderful. Then you kind of know where you're coming from. But what's really cool is some of these natal chart websites will actually let you put in a secondary person. So whether it's your loved one or kid that you just can't communicate with, or maybe someone at work, when you plug in your information, so your time of birth, your location of birth, and date of birth, as well as theirs, it will explain and show, okay, where are all of your natal chart pieces, where are all their natal chart pieces, and where are the potentials for harmony, and where are the potentials for dissonance. So once you recognize where those points of dissonance are, you as the wiser, more intent-filled person can now be better equipped to understand, how can I connect with them better? How can we communicate better? Knowing that this is where your dissonances are, this is where your harmonies are, using what you've got to make the best of the situation. It's really interesting work, and the deeper you go down or up or out into the hole of learning more about all of the planets and stars and the positions of all of those many elements in your natal chart, it really unlocks and unfolds a lot of information that can be useful in not only you repatterning yourself to make for a better life, but also you and the ability for you to harmonize with others around you. So, well, I hope you've got something out of this, knowing that the sun sign, your main zodiac, moon sign, your emotional body zodiac, and rising sign, your representation of self to others. Those are the three main aspects of understanding your zodiac, though there's a whole lot more. So please come back next time when you check in with your tarot readings with me. Don't only look up your sun sign, look up your moon sign, look up your rising, and see if some of that stuff resonates with you as well. And next time, maybe you'll be seeing this yoga studio with some explanations of some of the asanas, the poses that we practice in yoga, a little more deeper than you might get if you were in class. But it's a wonderful opportunity. I'm very glad you're here joining me, and I hope that I can be beneficial on your journey. And for you to be beneficial on my journey, I would greatly appreciate if you liked, shared, or subscribed to this channel, to this video. And please follow the link, go get your natal chart, start learning more about who you are, what you are, and how you can interact better with those around you. So thank you once again, and namaste.